but it's a different Krishna because he loves the Bal Krishna, the Krishna who's a child. Mirabai is interested only in the adult, erotic Krishna. Right? So they're different.
Hinduism कितना पुराना religion है?
Well, ये सवाल बहुत मुश्किल है because it all depends on. I mean, the word Hinduism is not used before the 18th century. Right?
What did they use?
You're a Vaishnava, you're a Shaivite, you're a Shakto, you're a Tantric. Yeah. Hinduism is a word that is a corporate word, if I may put it this way.
बिल्कुल ठीक. जैसे आपने पहले कहा था कि वो in a Muslim world you cannot define it.
It's a corporate word. So all these strands together.
सारों को जो तालिबान के नीचे डाल दिया वही चीज उन्होंने सारों को हिंदुइज्म के अंदर डाल दी. Okay.
Only thing is that Hinduism is a little bit more complicated.
फिर ये देखिए लोगों ने ये भी देख लिया कि इंसान कब से प्लेनेट पे है roughly. तो उस हिसाब से फिर भी कोई 10,000, 20,000 साल, 50,000.
Oh no, of course not. Nothing is 10,000-20,000 years old in the world.
Then what? Maybe 5,000.
No. Basically, you're talking about Indus Valley civilization. Is 1500 BC, and so what becomes Hinduism? What becomes Hinduism will absorb some things from the Indus Valley civilization. So 3,000 years at most. Yeah.
So the connection between Bhakti and Sufism.
Yes.
Is there any connection?
What connection? Connection has to do with the fact that there's a big overlap with respect to how they think. The conception of the divine, the nature of the relationship between God and human, the defiance of authority, the defiance of institutionalized forms of religion. Ab Sufi hain, so you don't need to go to a masjid.
Yeah.
Ab Bhakt hain, you don't need to go to a mandir.
So भक्त जो है वो जैसे सूफीज़म में कॉन्सेप्ट है जोगी.
हाँ, बिल्कुल.
वही चीज़ है.
बिल्कुल. Yeah. और आप you also abandon your responsibilities to the world. ठीक है ना? There are all kinds of. But ये भी है कि कई भक्त जो हैं वो कहते हैं कि हम कर्म योगी होंगे. That the greater challenge is to be detached from the world while living in it. That's the greater challenge. Gandhi is a कर्म योगी. कि आप सब बोरी बिस्तरा उठा के हिमालय के ऊपर ना पहुंचाइए कि आप दुनिया के लिए क्या करेंगे फिर. Yeah. So you be detached from the world while being immersed in it. Yeah. So that's a different form of being a yogi. Then there are yogis who believe in absolute renunciation. You know? Yeah. So these are all very lambi kahaniyan ye to sab.
Would you say that maybe Sufism has some kind of originated out of Bhakti thought? Because Sufism is
not originated.
Coming with Islam and...
No, because there are some strands of Sufism that are very early. अब जलालुद्दीन रूमी जो हैं तो अफगानिस्तान से आए हैं. There are no influence of Bhakti there, right?
So this is just a natural.
आप लोगों ने बहुत कॉम्प्लिकेट कर दिया.
Independent strand.
मुख्तलिफ जगहों पे मुख्तलिफ कल्चर्स में same thing is happening.
होगा, जरूर होगा. There's a whole theory of it's called the X-axial theory. That somewhere, this is a different point here, but it's kind of similar kind of thing. It's somewhere around 5th century BC in Greece, India, China. Independently of each other, they all developed a tradition of wisdom literature. It's called the axial theory. India mein Buddha hai. In China you get Mencius. In Greece you get the Greek philosophers, Plato, right? Parmenides, the pre-Socratic philosophers as they're called. So it's all independent. There's nothing to suggest that they were linked to each other. You know, अब कोई बंदा आगे कहेगा यार वो ट्रेड होता था, क्या पता ये आइडिया वहाँ से यहाँ गए, हो सकता है, but there's nothing to prove that.
तो आप एक बात कर रहे थे कि जो डिवोटी होता है generally is represented by a woman. You were saying something like
According to the bhaktas, the true devotee.
लेकिन टीचर जो है वो अक्सर मेल होता है. So how does he get to
Not
that
always.
place? Aksar, generally.
Not always, but he has to.
He has to renounce his ego too. How does he?
Well, it's a greater difficulty for a male. So there's a lot in the bhakti literature about that kind of thing.
But the male is more likely to get to the place of being a master. Versus the devotee.
No.
You're not responsible for his well-being.
नहीं ये American thought of the past life.
It's off.
No. I want to see it. No, we don't want it.
I'll turn it off when you're talking.
Flow में मेरा ख्याल affect करेगा.
No, just turn it off.
Why do you have these gadgets out anyhow? What's the point?
What's the point?
देखिए ये memory